Welcome to
Hooray.
Acquired... You stepped on me, Ned.
It's okay, you can cut them out.
Welcome to
Hooray!
Welcome to Acquired Taste, episode 17. I am your host, Figure 8, and with me today we have...
Coda, K Bizzle, preferably.
And young Ned.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do it. I regret
crazy.
doing it.
Yeah, we're Andrewless this week.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Oh.
That's fine. We were me-less last week.
You know, it's nice to have the 4th edition now.
Yeah, it's a sliding rotation of 4 people, so you still know who it is. It's not random people.
No.
All right.
Sure.
Episode 17. How was last week without me? Was it a good time?
It was.
Yeah, it was good.
It was fine. I had a good time.
Oh, it was Ladies' Day. Lady.
Coda was a great host.
I shot my shot at several baddies. I wish there was more. I should have shot my shot for a few more, but it's all right. There's time.
There's more episodes that you can shoot shot at. Let's get started within the news. Today, Drake and Future have apparently squashed their beef, but Drake and everybody else still have beef. So despite Future's close relations to Metro Boomin and Kendrick and everybody else, I don't know what happened, but 2 people now have said that there was a phone call. And they're cool, which is crazy because Future started all of this.
Yeah, he did.
He absolutely. What's crazy is I have that album today.
Honestly, though, out of anyone, actually no, I would have thought like Metro would have been the one who was like. Honestly, he's not. I don't think he really cares.
I think it started with Metro.
Yeah,
I think it started with him fucking some girl that Metro liked or used to date or something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know how Future got roped into it. Maybe just because of his allegiance to Metro, and they just knew that Kendrick hated him.
Yeah, and he's not gonna stop Kendrick from just going crazy.
No,
that
that's
song
gonna make
is
your song so much bigger.
Yeah, that song went down as like one of the best diss songs on there because it started it. That shit was.
Yeah, it's so good too.
It's good. The beat is crazy too. I love it. What do you think about that song, Nedley?
Which one?
Never mind. Moving on.
Snoop Dogg announces his new album out towards the beginning of December. It has a song featuring Tom Petty and Jelly Roll, and a song featuring Eminem and 50 Cent on it. And
really?
A lot of Dre features, and Dre produced the whole album. Are we excited?
I want to hear this Tom Petty song.
I'm excited. Yeah, I was right off the bat. Jelly Roll, Tom Petty.
Jelly Roll and Tom Petty are on the same song, and
which is wild. I wonder how they did that.
Are on the same song as well.
This is the universe we got ported into.
Yeah, good Snoop Dogg album. What's crazy is Ned brought up Snoop Dogg like 2 weeks ago about how he was like on your feature list, and now his full solo album seems like it's going to be pretty tight.
Yeah, it's a good pick. It's back in the pick.
It's called Missionary, and the album cover is a
Giggity.
condom rapper, not raptor. It's
Raptor?
It's
not a dinosaur.
Condom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Glad we cleared that up.
Central C, his debut album, we were also talking about, maybe not on the podcast, but we were talking about UK rappers recently.
Yeah.
How can he be homophobic?
His bitch is gay.
Yeah, so his first album is coming out in January. I'm pretty excited about that, actually. I really like him.
I do, too.
Yeah, I think he's a cool... And he's not
that British flow is fun.
But he's different for here, and he's one of the few that has, like...
He kind of, he stays in his vocal, or his like, range of what he does. Like, I'm never, like, super shocked when I hear one of his songs. I'm like, okay, but it's always entertaining.
It's
and
always
good.
Entertaining, yeah. Somehow very entertaining and catchy, and some of them are, like, thought-provoking.
Maybe we should do a UK artist.
Yeah.
For upcoming weeks.
Yeah, that would be cool. That we would all for sure experience something we have no fucking idea about.
Yeah.
Young Thug is home.
Hooray!
After 3.5 years, I think. Did you guys see the terms of his probation?
No.
It is...
We talked about it slightly.
Fucking insane. It's like 15 years of probation. He's banned from the city of Atlanta for 10 years. He has to throw 4 anti-gang and violence events for the state of Georgia a year. He can no longer rap about gangs or gun violence.
Okay, so that the meme I saw earlier today makes a lot more sense.
Of him rapping like a child.
Yeah. like, stay in school, kid. Like, it was funny.
Yeah, that's what he's and he can only travel outside the state for making or performing music.
Okay.
So he's for 15 years he's staying put, and he's banned from his city for 10.
You think he's gonna make any songs? Probably not. Like he's.
Oh, he absolutely will. They're about to drop already. Him and Lil Baby.
Really?
And,
I was gonna say, why wouldn't they?
He's not allowed to talk to any gang members, but Gunna and his brother. So officially, everyone was like waiting for Thug to see if we were supposed to like Gunna or not, and his lawyer went out of the way to make sure that he could talk to him.
I guess he can still rap about getting pussy and being rich. So.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you can.
So I mean, what else do you need, really?
He makes a lot of love songs. Like,
that's true. I guess I don't know a whole lot of his catalog, but
I really got into Young Thug in like 2015, 16. Like it wasn't my type of music, but I started to understand that just because it wasn't like super lyrical, his pockets were. There's a reason J. Cole took him on tour. Like he has such weird flows that I couldn't replicate. He's awesome.
I definitely get why people like him.
Glad He's Home. Super intense release.
Yeah.
But
the trials and stuff have been super interesting to watch.
I will write a movie about it. Let me make the fucking Young Thug trial movie. It has been so ridiculous. I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And then the last thing that I added just before is Fortnite just announced its new season, or it just started yesterday, and it's a hip-hop season. There's a Snoop Dogg mansion currently on the map. Snoop Dogg is a skin in the store. There's a new Eminem skin next week that and you can purchase a gun from him on the map that shoots it's a machine gun that shoots Rap God lyrics like a Gatling gun.
That's crazy.
And he will be on the map inside of a Mom Spaghetti where you can purchase that gun. And then the week after that, I believe, Ice Spice skin. And then Juice WRLD was also in the trailer. I don't know if it's going to be his skin or something like that.
I don't know. You know what's funny about the Snoop Dogg thing is he sued Epic Games because like that was like an early dance that Fortnite does. The Snoop Dogg, what is it, like the drop it like it's hot, or the yeah
let's drop it like it's hot.
That was like an early one. I'm pretty sure he sued them or something, or had like a lawsuit against them, and then now they're like he's on the train. Might as well.
Yeah, he's in the trailer. He's the only one. He starts on the map. Like Eminem and Ice Spice and Juice WRLD are coming later. There's a mansion on the map with dog statues and Snoop Dogg running around killing people. You have to challenge him to get his gun.
That's cool. Maybe I'll play this season.
Yeah, I think it would be cool. We could do an Acquired Taste live.
Yeah.
Oh my god, please don't make me play that game.
Yeah, bro. It'll be a podcast, but you're shooting and building.
Oh, my heart. I'll buy you
I'll be
Eminem,
Snoop Dogg, so at least you get to
I was gonna say I'm gonna run into Snoop Dogg.
You can't handle the Fortnite, Ned? What's going on?
We'll buy him a Snoop Dogg skin, and he can play it exclusively for podcasts. We'll never make him do it for fun.
We all have to be a different rapper, so.
I have the other Eminem skins. The new one is him with the wig on.
That one.
Old him with the blonde wig on.
Everyone's like, this ain't fucking Eminem. This is Skittles. Because it looks like so funny.
I want to be Ice Spice, if I'm being honest with you.
Oh yeah, dude.
I bought the.
You're trying to run around looking at them yams, bro.
I bought.
I was gonna say, is it Nicki Minaj in the game?
I got Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande. Nicki Minaj is in Call of Duty. But I love buying the female singer skins. I hate it when I get killed by Ariana Grande. It's just like so ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I try to cop those.
That game has just.
Pete Davidson's ex just comes up and murders you.
When you say it like that, it's even stranger.
Is there more? There might be more of his exes in that game. His track record is impressive.
I also have
Kim
LeBron
Kardashian
Brames.
LeBron Brains?
LeBron Brames? LeBron James?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got him.
LeBron James.
No Drake, though. There is no Drake.
Yeah, who's running around as Drake? That's going to be...
That would be the thing that pissed me off the most, bro. Can you imagine that heart shaved into his head and his puckered duck lips just shooting you in the back of the head?
That's for sure going to be a cursed lobby that you get into where
it's
little
all Drake.
Kids are just playing as Drake. You know they're going to say some fucked up shit.
Foot in, left foot side. That's all that's in there for him.
Yeah.
I hate it.
All right. We're moving on to ranking. I I think we can open this up to any genre of whatever, because it's very specific. But your top 4 artists of 2024, just from what you've seen the most, who you think's had the best 2024.
Okay.
I'm looking at the list here, and it's looking pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie.
I think for me, it's Sabrina Carpenter at number 1, because she's
going crazy.
Yeah,
I've
she's
seen
got like
so
4
much of her
songs in
shit.
that top 10.
I've never
Yeah.
listened to one of her songs, but I see her all over my feed.
I'm gonna put Kendrick at number
Also,
2.
Shout out Sabrina Carpenter. Hey,
For a lot of
shawty.
I was gonna say you have another opportunity here. Sabrina Carpenter, Kendrick Lamar, Chappell Roan, and Drake. Future. I'd replace Drake with Future. Future's dropped 2 albums this year, and both of them are in the top 10 sales, which is
we're
ridiculous.
just doing 3.
No, I did 4.
You did 4.
I did 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so my
Sabrina Carpenter, Kendrick Lamar, Chappell Roan, and Future.
Oh,
I think
okay.
that's my top 4.
Okay.
I think I haven't been able to escape Sabrina Carpenter since she came out.
Yeah.
And Kendrick Lamar, I think even if Drake's the facts that people give are real facts. He is still selling more. He still has more streams. He still has more blah blah blah.
Yeah, if we're just going based on like who's had the biggest year.
Kendrick changed public perception of him and gained an entire country in like one song. And then Chappell, I'm sick of seeing Chappell Roan memes almost as much as I am Sabrina Carpenter. But she was like literally playing to nobody last year. Sabrina Carpenter was on like Disney Channel shows and shit. So like she had a path here. She still blew up this year for sure. But from what I've seen, Chappell had just like I saw videos of her performing in 2022 for like 12 people, and now like she had the biggest stage at Coachella. And Future, man, like people don't buy albums anymore in 2024. In the 2020s, people don't buy albums. So for him to have 2 albums that sold over 100,000 copies first week in the same year is kind of insane to me. And also his igniting of this beef and his relevancy through the entirety of it. Yeah, that's my 4.
Okay, I'll go next. Number 1, KSI. Bro's in the thick of it, and everybody knows. No, I'm just kidding. But that shit is so fucking funny. I love the memes.
From the screen to the ring, pen,
number 1, I think from Kendrick for sure. Number 1. Number 2, maybe Jelly Roll.
Ooh, that's not a bad one.
He's going crazy. Tyler, the Creator, he's literally just started doing this, but it's already like I can tell. I'm predicting it. It's gonna get much more intense than it already is. And then for a 4th, I don't know, maybe like if we're just doing all genre, maybe like Billie Eilish. But she's kind of, I don't know if it's her peak year.
She's had a good
though.
year. She's had two top 10s.
True.
This year, I think.
And then KSI.
No. I hate you.
There's definitely more people. That's just off the top of my head.
That's a good list. I like that. All right, Nedley.
I'd probably say Kendrick because those diss songs were crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm super excited that Kylie's back. They just got back together at the beginning of the year. They're going on tour.
Did they drop
They
an
had like
album?
a 10-year. No. But they're just back on tour. Do they have to drop music?
No. Just who you think had the best year. I don't care.
I would also say that Tyler album is actually, it's kind of growing on me a little bit. It has its moments where it's, at least I think it's super creative. I like that it's super interesting. The one, that hit song on it, that beat where it's like that snares on the offbeat, it's super interesting.
Have you seen the video for it yet?
No,
it's so strange. You should watch it.
But I like that what he's doing. Like, it's creative. It's definitely better than Igor. Holy God. I said 3. Who's next? Oh, I guess Eminem. That was crazy, him coming back.
Yeah, he's had a hell of a run this year.
That was crazy. I was going to put him in. I was just like, oh, God, the amount I mentioned this guy.
I was actually surprised, too, because I like... Maybe not, because I only heard it was coming out, like a couple months before it actually came out.
He did it real quick.
Like, it wasn't...
Like
it was really fast.
He had been appearing a lot, pretty much since the Super Bowl.
Right.
But
so I was a little worried it was going to be bad, but it was pretty good. Definitely better than his last two, or last one or two.
He's had a good run, I think, in terms of like, just like media and like the videos are a lot of fun.
Yeah, he was in Fortnite
And
at the top of the year.
He's in Fortnite. Yeah, he's like had a crazy like publicity. But we'll talk about.
I like that
his album.
He's back
later. That's what you got.
Yeah, I got that.
All right. Yeah.
All right, that was fun. That was actually more interesting than I thought. Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. Some good year for music. A fun year, and very interesting year.
We all got really good albums this year. The theme of this episode is 2024. Mm-hmm. We were checking out some of the top albums from the year. That's why we were ranking the artists from the year. But we all had pretty good albums this year. It was pretty easy to listen to, and it was for sure easier because I had my King Palm blunt wraps with me.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I had I'm struggling with lung pain from years of tobacco-based blunt wraps, and the best alternative on the market is King Palm blunt wraps for sure.
Absolutely.
A full website of hundreds of flavors and combinations and sales and packs. Go to kingpalm.com right now and put in code KPTaste for 20% off your entire order. 20% off. Mm-hmm. 20.
That's a lot.
That is, 10% is always like, all right, I guess that is it. 20%, that's how much you're supposed to leave at a tip, and think about how much people don't want to do that because it's a big number.
Yep.
So put in code KPTaste for 20% off your whole order at kingpalm.com. That's KPTASTE at kingpalm.com. And it is album club time. Coda, you are so excited to talk about this artist. You think we haven't talked about him enough.
Yeah.
You think he's a bit underrated, bit slept on, and that no one's heard of him. You should go first.
So this guy that I'm about, you might have heard of him. There's a chance. He goes by the name of Slim Shady, a.k.a. Marshall Mathers, a.k.a. Eminem. And I got...
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I didn't think so. It's kind of a niche...
Yeah, small market,
but I got The Death of Slim Shady, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't listen to it today because I already listened to it a few times, and I don't think I need to. I'm pretty well versed, so let me talk about this album a little bit. I think there's some good songs. I loved the features he did with like JID, and even on like the exclusive he did. West Side Boogie. The Jelly Roll song was cool. There's some good songs on there, and I like the more emotional stuff he did. But I feel like he's just kind of trying to tap into... I think he's his own biggest enemy, essentially. And on this album, it really shows. He's like... Because I don't think people care about him being controversial as much as he thinks. Like... Everyone knows that's who Eminem is. That's his identity. But I do like the concept of the album, putting that to rest. And I think he did a good job, like, elaborating on that, being like, I think it was cool how he did the AI stuff of him past talking to him, his future self. There's some cool concepts on there. Let's see. My favorite song is, what is the name of it? I don't know. I don't spend it in there. I won't.
Fuel.
I think that's my favorite song on the album just because the verses on there go crazy. I really like the beat. Overall, this album, it's not his best, but it's like a very mid-tier Eminem album. I think Music to Be Murdered By and Music to Be Murdered By Side B is like way better than this, personally. So I'm going to give this one I'll give it a 8.5 out of 13 Coda Bs. I think that's where I sit.
That's where you sit?
That's where I stand, actually.
I was going to say, where do you stand?
That shit.
All right. I can dig it.
Yeah.
Nedley, what'd you get?
I got Might Delete Later by guess who?
J. Cole.
Never heard of him.
The man himself.
He did delete one of those songs later.
Yeah.
I see that. No, I was wondering about that. I saw that and I was like, fucking okay. I thought it was just like a bug or something.
He dissed Kendrick back, essentially, and then deleted it and apologized.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So, I was another surpriser. I was surprised last week. I was also surprised with this one. I really didn't like this album.
Oh, really?
I actually really didn't like it. It is probably the least best album I've heard since I've been on the show. I don't get it. I actually, like, at least on a level of, like, musicianship and all that, like, I can, somewhat be like, all right, this is good. I don't even get it like that. Like, I'm like, okay, it's really, I guess it feels like rappers rap music. Like, people that are rappers, I feel like, I don't know. I just did not like it. It just did not catch me at all.
I would say calling J. Cole a rapper isn't,
yeah.
That isn't an outlandish critique.
He's in my top 10, and I didn't listen to this album.
I think he's one of the best rappers, like, ever. I mean, just hearing him do his thing, like, on other songs, I'm like, this guy's insane. Like,
yeah, he's so good. He's, like, his technical ability while also being able to be accessible, and it's cadent. Like, he's incredible.
Right. And I mean, I feel like this album is very mellow. The music is super, just, like, down. And a lot of the songs sound the same to me.
So you think he
like
should have deleted it later?
Fuck.
It's never too
late.
late.
People loved it, apparently. It's got a ton of fucking views.
Yeah.
What was it? I like the Hunting Wabbits. It's the, it's
the Meat Canyon.
Meat Canyon.
Yep.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah,
but the only song that really I had any sort of, like, okay with was Sticks and Stones. And it looks like that is one of the ones that is a little bit higher.
Yeah. I only listened to the thing once, the day it came out. And I haven't.
Yeah, it's just boring. Very boring. I was not, like, whoa. Like, even when he's going off, I'm like, okay, but the overall package just didn't seem great. And even the lyrics, I was like, it wasn't really hitting me anywhere.
Yeah, me and Coda really like J. Cole. I feel like we would have listened to it more if it was...
Yeah, I skimmed through it, and I listened to the diss, or the clapback, but...
that's gone now.
Yeah, I didn't really, like, fully dive into it, because I heard negative things about it.
Gucci Mane on that first song is not great, too.
I love Gucci Mane, and I agree. I really like him, and he's not a spectacular wordsmith or anything like that. But
but it's like just even the deliverance is like, or the delivery on it's like
he didn't want to be there.
Weird and it was odd. But yeah, I'm gonna give it. Oh yeah, also if anyone knows, 3001 is that supposed to be like an Andre 3000 thing? I couldn't tell.
I don't know.
It's the second to last song. It's called 3001, and I was like, is this supposed to be like he's one-upping fucking Andre? I couldn't tell.
I don't know.
But I'm gonna give this album a 3 out of 13 Coda B's.
Holy
the lowest
shit.
score on the podcast.
I
don't get it.
You know, I to be honest, I like it. I like the fact that we don't like every album.
Yeah.
It would
need
give
that. You would say it's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ned didn't acquire that one.
Nope.
Even though 15 million people have listened.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the best selling of the year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I had We Don't Trust You, the Future and Metro Boomin album. And we've talked about it already on the podcast because it did have Like That featuring Kendrick Lamar that ignited this beef. What a great song that is. What a dope fucking song. Man. But we've discussed that a ton on the show, so I don't have to go into that much. I actually think the beginning of the album is it at its weakest. I didn't really like the song with The Weeknd. I don't really like Playboi Carti. I know Type Shit was one of the bigger songs on it. It's fine, but it for sure wasn't a standout to me. I thought when Claustrophobic happens all the way until like Running Out of Time, it was at its peak and it had me. And it lost me for a little bit, and then I came back around the time the Rick Ross feature came on, and then from there to the end, it was really good. I thought the last like 4 or 5 songs, even the bonus on the album, were some of the best. What the Fuck You Mean and GTA particular highlights. Yeah, and all the features were pretty good. Again, the Weeknd thing bored me, and I don't love Playboi Carti, but I did enjoy like each part of the album for what it was. I think the middle was the weakest, or maybe the very beginning. Probably the very beginning was the weakest, but it did get progressively better, and then by the end of it, I thought it was really good. There is a sequel to it It's called We Don't Trust You. The sequel's called We Still Don't Trust You, that came out a couple months later. I'll probably listen to that now, having heard this. I used to really like Future. When Mask Off came out, he dropped a decent run of albums that were like good albums that I didn't think he really had, because he had solid mixtapes, and I didn't think he translated to an album artist very well when he had to do that. But yeah, I thought this was really good. I think probably having the same producer in Metro Boomin on every single song allowed it to have a really unified sound, and I think Metro's also just a really good fucking producer. I think there's a reason probably that he's on everybody's fucking album, and probably has the most recognizable producer tag. But yeah, I feel like this is... Oh, I accidentally started playing it. I feel like this is one of the better albums I heard this year. But it wasn't necessarily anything super original. But I feel like I do have to give it some extra points for the cultural relevance of just starting the Drake and Kendrick war of 2024, the Crusades. So I think I'm going to give it a 10. A 10 out of 13 Coda B's. For We Don't Trust You, Future, and Metro Boomin. I think that's pretty good. This is one of the albums I've enjoyed more so far on the podcast. I've given out a lot of 7s. For a guy named Figure 8, I've given out a lot of 7s. What album did you get last week, Ned?
It was the Nicki Minaj, her first album, the one of the pink ones.
You didn't like it?
There were parts that I liked, but all around, yeah, I think I gave it like a 4.
You liked it more than the
J.
Cole album?
I did.
That's crazy.
I really did.
All right, we're moving on to Fish Song. This week it is That's Fine, the Gemini Deeb remix, the Noise from the Void song. This one is featuring Coda B, Ellis and the 810, J Mello, and Lie the Most High. Let's play that right now.
You really felt this high. I don't ever have to tell you why. The pain inside got me traumatized. You can hear my battle cry when I rock the line. Just keep telling myself that it's fine. I don't really think I'm doing well, that's fine. Cause I did it all by myself this time. I don't think you ever really felt.
And we're back.
What do you guys think of That's Fine, the Fish remix?
My design.
Super Gremlin Mellow?
Yeah, Mellow.
Oh, dude, the Mellow verse is my favorite.
The Googlin?
Yeah. It for sure stands out. Like, it just immediately, because I've never heard him make that noise before. And
no, it's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
It was a fun one to make.
I've never heard him make that noise before.
The process of that song was probably like, it was really cool having everyone in the studio and like.
Yeah, we were at Zeb's.
Everyone doing something
Yep.
different. Yeah, we were at Zeb. Shout out Zeb.
And then I like the end. I was reminded today listening to it that last hook has all of us
Yeah.
singing, which is really cool.
That is the best like sonically pleasing part of the song, is us all doing it together.
And the beat drop. What do you think, Nedley? You got any memories?
Just watching y'all try to figure out what to do on the song was super interesting, because I don't think it was kind of uncharted waters for y'all. You didn't really know what was going on. You guys did like, especially Allison, the second, so it was Lion Coda and then Mellow and Ellis, and the Mellow and Ellis verse is just super different than what they usually do, I feel like.
Yeah, and they're like, both so wildly different from each other.
Right. So I was like, okay. But yeah, no, it was interesting watching everybody try to figure it out.
Oh,
it was cool.
We should mention, too, for those of you who maybe don't know, That's Fine originally is from Young Ned and Figure 8's rock album, or rock band, Noise from the Void. And then we turned it into a Fish song, which was cool.
It's fourth remix.
Yeah, Young Ned's on the guitar and all the instruments and stuff. And Gemini Deeb is the one who remixed the instrumental and everything. And then,
yeah, that was cool too, because it was super different than Makes Waves thing. Like, it was just a bunch of hip-hop production laced throughout a stripped down version of the song.
Yeah. No, we even worked on it for a minute. I remember there was like certain parts that like didn't quite work, and I remember we like moved some stuff around, but it ended up turning out really good.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's really it's super industrial. Like, it chugs along instead of being almost tribal in how it chugged along prior. Yeah, what a cool song. Glad that came together. We performed it before.
I love when the music cuts out and it's just all of us singing it. It's great.
Yeah, that's great.
Go listen to all the different variations, because there's a Makes Waves remix, which is like a very clubby, like
it's a house remix.
Oh, it's so wild. That one is like might be my favorite variation other than the original. And then we have this one. We have a Bill Saber remix, or I should say you guys have a Bill Saber remix.
Yeah, that's the most successful one for sure.
Yeah, and I wonder why.
It's good times. The original is a classic. Go watch the video. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the remix also has a video now. The Bill Saber one. We should do a video for the Fish remix.
Why not?
Just need another bonfire.
We got a lot of we probably have more music videos than anyone in the city.
Oh, absolutely. 32 this year so far.
And more high quality ones as well.
Yeah, suck my fucking
quick
dick. Quick flex.
And we do it ourselves.
Not a weird flex, but okay. Good flex. Suck my dick.
Some might say a great flex.
That was how far into the episode are we?
We're 31 minutes as of now.
Well, it's general discuss time.
Yeah.
We're on great track. Nedley, I think me and you should discuss this Tyler the Creator album, considering we listened to it together. It just came out.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting.
Yeah,
I liked the idea of it.
You didn't love it in the car.
No, I've kind of like dabbled in it a little bit more, and there's parts that I really do like, and there's parts that are just what you said. It was very airy. I didn't get it at first, but then now I'm like, oh, I get it. Like, just nothing happens. The song doesn't progress. It's just him dirtling with his own riff. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like him listening to himself in a weird way.
Yes, and I think he's one of those guys that loves his instrumentals so much that, and you know what, do whatever the fuck you want. He's been
right, and it's fine. There's parts of it that
more and more successful with every album, but as in personal taste, I just feel like I'm not an instrumental guy, so I'm not super just sitting there trying to listen to an instrumental longer than I heard lyrics. And I think he thinks about vocals differently than I would, because a lot of his vocals are repetitive and it feels like almost like they're just a part of the beat, like just an added percussion or melody.
Right, actually I was going to say, like, I feel like, I mean, there really isn't that much rapping on the album. There's like vocal stuff and them singing and stuff, but there really isn't like that many. There's a few songs where it's like a lot of rapping, but
all the rapping is very good. Every time he rapped on it, it is very, very
good. The song with all the females on it is fucking, that's my favorite.
It's bro, Sexy Red, Glorilla and Lil Wayne on a Tyler the Creator song. It is so good.
That's like a freak song, ain't it? He gets freaky in it.
Yeah, bro, it's a whole album, I feel like, about his struggle with polyamory.
Really?
Well, apparently it's about him as like a youngin'. That's what he said. Like, he had an interview and he was saying that it's about the me that people didn't know before I was famous.
Yeah, because he said in the past, like, he feels bad that he can't empathize with a lot of stuff because he was 17 having orgies in France and other kids were worried about applying to colleges. But it also led him to have his own personal struggles with interrelationships. It's the concept's very good. He delivers a lot of his message very good. There's just a lot of air on the album.
Yeah, especially towards the end. The last few songs are like, I'm like, all right, we're just listening to a beat, essentially.
I'm gonna definitely. This is like the third podcast in a row we talked about it, and I still haven't listened to the album. I know it just came out, but we've been mentioning Chromacopia for a little bit, but I'm gonna have to just listen to it.
Yeah, it is really good. As far as albums that came out this year, I would say it's higher up on there than people would think. And I think the more I listen to it, especially because I'd like to listen to more of what came out this year before, like, our last December episode, so we can kind of talk about 2024 in review. Mm-hmm. I also, Andrew had the idea that we should do an episode where we go over our favorite albums from the year.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Like, that we had to listen to on the podcast and potentially give that to somebody else. Like, whatever one you like the most. Be like, all right, you have to listen to this one and I have to listen to your film. Something like that. But
I'm down.
I've been trying to listen to more stuff from this year, which is why I picked this topic for this week, so we could all listen to a little bit more from this year.
Yeah, it was good stuff. The year's coming to a close. It's we got to do something crazy for the 1 year. I mean, I know we're months away, but
Our 1 year episode, end of the year episode.
Yeah, end of the year episode's gonna go crazy.
The Taste Awards. We do a Taste Award at the end of every year. Every December, we hand out awards to the best albums we listen to. the people we talked about in the news the most. We can give Diddy biggest
Creep?
No.
I'm trying to think
Creep of the Year award.
A metaphor that goes with taste. The sour award.
Yeah, he gets the lemon.
He gets the sour award goes to Sean Combs. He lost his key to Miami, but he gained a sour.
Did you see that thing where Kai Cenat, the streamer, is like, he like rented this house or whatever for like a month, and he's at it right now, and he everyone's
swatted,
like,
kicked off.
everyone's like, you're right. I didn't even see that, but they're like, you're right. You know, you're next door to one of Diddy's houses, and he's like, nah, you're capping. Looks up the address or looks up Diddy's house getting raided, and he like zooms out, and he's right next to it there, and I was like, that's fucking insane.
Damn.
That shit's funny.
Yeah,
He's like, there's tunnels in my house.
Did Diddy own every house around it?
Probably, dude. That guy is fucking billionaire. Now he's in jail.
Did you know that Selena Gomez just became a billionaire?
I respect it.
Yeah, I respect it. I did not see that coming at all.
Yeah, bro.
You know, when they said Beyonce had crossed $1 billion, I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Shout out Wizards of Waverly Place.
Which is back on TV right now with a reboot.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Woo! Hooray!
Is she in it?
Yeah.
I might have to. Hey, Selena Gomez. Hey, shawty.
Damn, how many is that now? That's 2 this episode.
Anytime this is new lore for the podcast. Anytime there's a.
Did you pop it at Ice Spice? We talked about her.
I think I mentioned it on the last one, but I'll resend my invitation. Shawty.
Coda's hungry.
You're gonna be playing as her.
I'm trying
Fortnite?
to acquire that taste. You know what I'm saying?
Holy fuck!
I'm trying to get me a taste.
Oh no!
All right, this
I'm
is
leaving.
crazy.
All right. Thank y'all. Episode 17. We'll be back next week with episode 18, and then we're gonna skip 19 and go right to 20. Not the week.
All right.
But there will be a weekly podcast, but there just will never be an episode 19.
Interesting.
Just go right into 20. Outro music star. Oh, there's something we gotta talk about.
What are we talking about?
We gotta add young Ned screaming "Oh my God" when we almost killed him making the movie to the intro and outro music.
So you'll probably hear it on the outro and the intro of him screaming for dear life.
I won't put it on the intro. I'll put it on the outro of this one.
Okay, perfect.
So that is
perfect.
The lore is correct. Oh, I also have to change the image. We have a new image. Maybe I'll have this be the first episode with the new image.
Okay.
With
we got
our crippled tongue.
We got a fourth tongue
on our plate.
How many taste buds are on a human tongue? And then multiply that by 4.
All right, then this is the end of the podcast once we find out.
Yeah, we're finding out. I'm sorry, guys. If you're still here,
How many taste buds are on a human tongue?
Let's hear it. How many?
Between 2,000 and 10,000,
okay.
But the number varies from person to person.
I feel like Ned, he got at least 8K taste buds.
The average person has between 2,000 and 4,000 taste buds.
Yeah, Ned's got that crazy tongue. All right, roll the outro music.
All right.
And end.
I'm an antelope.
Coda doesn't have pinkies.
I may or may not have thrown a rock at a geese.
We was downstairs listening to a Will Smith CD.